I was frustrated earlier because do you remember last episode where I said I had a rant to start
Yeah.
off this episode with? I forgot what it was.
This is why. This is why.
Because we lost the list last week, and I wrote it at the beginning, but you deleted it as we went, and then I forgot.
Wait,
to take
did
a
I?
photo. Yeah, you know how we were talking, and then you kept deleting points as we went along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I delete one of yours? God damn it.
Yeah.
I don't think you had it written though. I was just deleting things as we
yeah, but I forgot to write it down, and I had like this. I remember last time I had this whole ass paragraph in my head that I wanted to run about, but I was like, I'll do it next time. I swear I remember.
Okay. Let me take that one back off the list then.
Okay.
I'll just add this little clip to beginning so viewers know we don't remember jack shit.
I can talk about the otome game, but if I can't remember if it was exactly that I had to talk about last week, which is what frustrated me at work earlier because I was like, what was it? What was it? I can't remember.
What was it? Okay, ready? We'll just do one big yappin time, and then you can go straight into it. Ready?
Yep.
Ready? 3, 2. It's yappin time! Yay!
Yay!
Chat's away.
Episode 4. I can't believe it.
Oh my god. Oh my god, we're up to episode 4. I didn't even think we'd get past episode 1, so this is a this is a milestone.
Here we are, road to 100. Let's go.
Yeah. Road to 100 episodes. Easy.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah.
I already showed the clip. Well, I'm just gonna edit that clip in. So how's your game going?
Oh, the game.
Let me get copy for this.
Yeah, so the game is pretty well. The first video is on my channel.
Ooh. I'll link it in the description. Wait.
It's pretty fun so far. It's basically a cookie cutter otome game.
Ooh.
That it's a slow start, but I like it that way because it introduces you to the characters. I mean, I've only played 3 chapters.
How many chapters are there? Or do we not know? It
feels like there'll be like at least I don't know, but it's a pay to win.
No way, it's pay to win.
It is. It's a pay to advance type of thing, unless you do specific things in the game. But it's like a grind to get like these things called gems.
So kind of like how Mystic Messenger was.
Yes. So you need to use the gems to unlock the chapters as they go along.
Okay, gotcha.
And you need to do specific requirements to get it. Otherwise, you have to pay. And I'm like, why?
That's why it was free.
Yeah, it's free until you play it.
Listen, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw Otome game and I was like, oh shit, Nendo's gonna like that. Sent the link your way.
You thought right. The art's pretty good. I like it. I'm a sucker for art, so I'll enjoy it as much as I can. If I hit a paywall, then I'm sorry. I'm not.
I can't believe they paywall things.
They gotta paywall my otome experience. Are you joking me?
I think there was a few more that I saw on Steam earlier when I was looking, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna send them over to Nendo, and then I think I've totally lost them.
Oh my god.
They'll pop up again, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say no to content, so.
Hell yeah. We still, we never finished that other one that we started playing on stream together.
Find Love or Die Trying?
Yeah. We need to restart that, yeah.
Oh yeah. You know, I wish the video was still up.
Oh, that got nerfed. I'm so sorry. It got nerfed.
Yeah, we should finish it then.
We should restart it, but choose different path first and then finish it.
Oh hell yeah. Well, to be fair, I kind of forgot half the game, so.
Yeah, it's been like over a year since we played it, so I don't remember anything at all.
Yeah, so it's like we started again anyway. It's like nothing ever happened.
Yeah. Just like everything on my channel, really.
It's worked out.
I literally when I re-debuted, I deleted everything other than my first debut VOD, so it's a complete fresh restart.
Should have backed it up at least.
Yeah, I probably should have backed it up, but I figured most of the games weren't story-based games anyway.
Yeah.
Or like, most of them were like Fortnite or drawing and stuff like that, and I'm happy with deleting those. I'm very happy with deleting my Fortnite VODs.
Why? But you're Fortnite gamers.
Don't talk. I'm on level 205 on Fortnite right now.
How many hours do you have on that game?
Shh.
Oh, sorry. Was that a forbidden question?
Don't talk about it. I don't even know what it is because I genuinely hate this season, and this is the highest I've ever ranked up in a battle pass.
What season are we on now? Don't even. Like if it's not season 200, I'll be surprised.
4? It's like
season 4.
It's like season 4, chapter 3.
What the hell?
I'm very
Attack on Titan.
Yeah. Well, because the Fortnite goes in seasons and then in chapters.
I never get it. Like
we should play Fortnite together.
Yeah, we should. But I remember the last time I played it, I was on like season 9, and I was like, surely it's like season 20 by now or something.
Oh, you might have been on like chapter 9.
Yeah, and I was like, wait, what's a chapter?
It's pretty much okay. So at the start of a season, the whole map changes, and then every chapter, little things change in that map.
Right. So how many chapters are there right now?
4 or 5.
Okay. The world out. Okay.
Don't ask me. Okay. I don't know numbers. I just look at the pretty Halloween skins at the moment and go, "Wow, take my money."
Halloween skins. Isn't Naruto in Fortnite now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought Jack and Sally the other day for Nightmare Before Christmas.
You like skins?
Yeah, skins.
No way. How much was it?
I spent like $50.
I should be laughing. I spent on gacha.
Listen, when I spend money, my happiness level goes up.
It's just like me for real. Happiness go up, and then you realize you have no money.
And then I realize I have no money, and they cry.
And then happiness go down.
And then happiness go negative down.
Repeat cycle.
But other than that, this episode's a bit late. So
it is. Yes.
It's a little bit late. We were both very busy this week, so that kind of sucked. But you know what? We're balling. I had my quote unquote 1 year anniversary as a Vtuber.
Oh, congratulations!
Yeah, I didn't have anything planned at all. I didn't even know if I was going to stream, to be honest.
Well, there goes my next question. Did you have anything planned?
Actually, I played TCG Card Simulator.
Oh, I saw the notification for that one. Yeah, how was it?
It's very addicting.
Really?
I'm not the type of person who'll spend 8 hours playing a game, but it is very addicting. I was tempted to stream it again last night, but I was like, that's 3 streams in a row that's just been TCG Card Simulator. Let's mix it up a bit. And instead I played webfishing.
Webfishing?
Webfishing is so cute, and I definitely think you should get it so we can play together. It is pretty much it's pretty much a little low poly fishing game, but you can fish online with other people in like little worlds.
Is that Animal Crossing?
It looks like literally when you type, you go like
that's a little copyright infringement.
Well, actually, from what I understand, this game has been out for years now, but it's like been updated and posted to Steam recently, and that's why it's sort of popular at the moment. But
flown under the radar.
I think it was like $7. That's pretty deep. That's actually pretty.
It's not bad. I mean, for an indie game.
For an indie game, yeah.
Yeah.
But I played it for a few hours last night. It was very fun. My dumbass thought it was a button mashing game, even though I'm pretty sure I read out loud in the tutorial you need to hold the mouse button down.
Okay.
So you know how when you play Genshin, and you have to like mash the button to do fishing? I thought it was one
Yep.
of those, but you just have to hold the
Oh.
mouse down and then like button mash when there's like a little line with like a
Oh.
number. It took me an hour to
Did you
figure that out.
did you do the tutorial or you just skip it?
I did some of the tutorial and I was like, nah, fuck this shit. I don't need it.
Ah,
Stupid ass tutorial.
understandable. Don't tell me what to do.
And then I wasted all my money on scratchies because you can get little scratchies.
In the what really? What do you win? Do you win like fish
You
bait or
you just
something?
win more money. It's like
Hell yeah.
$25 scratchy, and then
Hell
like I think the lowest you
yeah.
get is $5, and the most you get is like 500 from what I've seen.
Oh my god.
But the gacha, they were in favor and out of favor for me. Because the first time I bought some, I got like $200, $300 back, and I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna do it again, and then lost everything.
Literally how they get you.
And
That's
then,
like the most
and then,
textbook strategy thing
and
you
then I
could
came
do.
back and I bought all of them again, and I won. So I bought some more, and I lost.
You've walked into their trap, like for real. You've that's how they got you.
But it's so cute. You can either be like a little cat or a little dog, and you can customize your character. And there's like a little chat box in the corner of the screen where you can type to the other people who's playing.
Okay, it does look cute.
It's
I'll give
very
that.
cute. It's very cute.
I also blame you because this is the first thing I see when, when I
What?
googled it.
What the? Okay, that's another thing. That's another thing. The people who play this are
Unhinged.
very unhinged, very
Okay.
unhinged, and even the game itself is pretty unhinged. I was reading like the little bios for the different types of fish you can catch, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
And I think it's for like the rainbow trout. It's like, wow, these fish are gay. I was like, okay, pop off.
Hell yeah, a game that isn't afraid to make jokes. I love it.
And
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I witnessed domestic violence as well because you can buy little like the little punching fist things.
Mhm.
And there was just
Are you-
people punching each other and knocking each other into the water, which like if you fall into the water you respawn.
Ugh. Wow, you're really selling this game to me.
I really am. We
Yeah.
can beat each other up as
Hell
little
yeah.
dog cat people.
Like it now, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We can waste
yeah.
all of our money gambling. Even one of the accessories is like a little smoke.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'll look into it.
Very cute, very cute.
Oh yeah.
We have a lot on this, but do you have anything on top of your mind that you haven't added that you want to get off your chest?
Not much, but I did add one thing.
The one thing to
has
the
followed
list.
my life. Yes. So
Yeah.
you've said for a while that you want to play Zenless Zone.
Yes.
It's the best game in the world. It's the best game in the world. It's I've never felt like this since I started Genshin.
Oh, okay. I know I've been seeing the go white go go like memes at the moment because like one of the one of the new characters trailer drops.
Yes. So she's your stereotypical insane chick who head empty, let the flamethrowers do the talking type of
Yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
And she is going viral right now because they released the song and it's like Earworm, where it's like, the opening to the Deer anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the rival to that.
God damn it. God damn
It'll get
it.
stuck in your head if you hear it once and there's no escape.
I
So
will say, Hoyoverse must be getting pretty good with their character trailers because that other one for the new Genshin character is a fucking banger as well.
they're learning. They know what they're doing.
They learned from the Hu Tao rap.
Yeah. That's a whole different story.
We don't talk about her.
In Zenless, they've locked in. Actually, so the gameplay is lit. Like it's basically, if you played Honkai Impact 3, it's basically that. It's basically Genshin on steroids.
Holy.
And dare I say, it's better than Starro.
Ooh, okay.
Dare I say?
I've said this before. I think it's just because there's so much content in Star Rail and I'm so behind that I am not enjoying it as I feel like I should be.
Yes, you're right. Because Star Rail ended up becoming a visual novel.
It really is.
An interesting visual novel, don't get me wrong, but I'm still in Penacony.
As someone who's not very into like fighting style
Mhm,
mechanics, I did really
mhm.
like Honkai's, just like autoplay sort of thing. But
The autoplay was
yeah,
welcome,
yeah, I
except
really like the autoplay. I just don't like how much story I'm trying to grind through
mm,
to catch
and they
up.
don't have a skip button. So
Yeah, exactly.
ZZZ and Genshin now, I think,
I think
has a
Genshin has a
skip
skip
button.
button, yeah.
So if you're not into that, then you can skip the story in ZZZ. But I'm taking it all in one by one, so
I
it
feel
is
like
lit.
with these types of games, because they are so story oriented, like
Mhm.
you're not supposed to skip the story, but
No,
at the same time, I'm gonna skip the story.
there's two types of people. It's basically if you skip the story, then you won't understand half of what's going on later.
Exactly.
But yeah, it does drag sometimes. But I'm not forcing people into like you need to be a story lord, not. But you should pay attention to it. It would help
Like,
because if you if you skip the story and you go
yeah,
on Twitter
yeah.
stream, yeah,
Like I could tell you so much about the early day lore of Genshin. I don't know nothing anymore.
I don't even know what's going on in Genshin anymore.
I don't
We were
even know.
supposed to be finding our sister, but what do we do
Yeah, we
now?
were supposed to be finding our sister, or in my case, brother, but
Yeah,
I don't know. That fucker's just dead at this point.
like do you basically he's going around going, "Do you know where she is?" And everyone's like, "No."
No, but
And
can you
then
help us?
can you help us? Like I'm missing my cat. Like he went up the road. Can you can you find him? Um,
Well, actually, I don't want to say Genshin's coming to an end, but we
it's
only
not.
have to meet one more Archon, don't we?
Yes, which was concerning in the beginning because they said it was a 10-year roadmap in 2020.
Yeah.
So technically, they still have 6 years
Ugh.
to fill out,
Imagine having
and we're
6 years
on
until we see the last egg.
and we're on Nation 7. What I'm
Uh,
assuming is it's going to be like kind of what I heard Honkai Impact 3 went through. So they did the whole story for part 1.
mm.
And then they sent the main character to the moon or something. Spoiler alert. And
What?
then now they're now they're in part 2, which is like a second part of the story. So I think
Ah.
Genshin will finish part 1 when we beat the Syriza in Shezhnaya,
Yeah.
which is probably going to end around the end of next year, so 25.
Yeah.
Then you're going to spend the next 5 years after that going through part 2. So looking for the unknown, actually the unknown god.
Ah. That
So we'll
that
probably
makes
find
sense,
Lemine
yeah.
next year. Yeah.
I'm still waiting for the unknown god to be Paimon. I just it has to be.
See,
Come on.
all the pieces are there. Like all they've kept dropping lore about it throughout the whole Genshin
It's
series.
all there. It's all there. Paimon is the unknown god.
Just say it. Just come out.
Just come out
Just
and say it, because come on, I can't wait anymore.
yeah. So I don't think it's ending anytime soon. It's just like wrapping up the first part.
Yeah. Which
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to catch up. I have to. I like just entered
I've-
Natlan because I wanted to
yeah.
get like all the teleport points and everything, but I completely skipped out on Sumeru Fontaine.
Yeah, I'm still in Sumeru.
Like Sumeru was so confusing to me that I just bypassed it completely and went to Fontaine because it was pretty. And now
Mhm.
I'm in Natlan where the story is actually pretty interesting and the part of the map is fucking beautiful and
Yeah.
awesome.
See, Natlan was back when we were in like Leeway, so the second region. We're
Yeah.
like, oh, I wish like in the future when we're in Natlan, it's gonna be like freaking huge. It's gonna be awesome. Now we're in there and look at how like half the player base is.
I wouldn't even say Natlan is huge,
Mhm.
but I do like how they've added like all new different mechanics, like changing to the little animals to help you climb walls and shit like
Yeah,
that. Like, come on,
yeah. It's
because
it's
I
nice.
think
Yeah.
at the moment Sumeru's the largest plate bit. Because
In
you've got
terms
like
of size,
you've got like the forest, and then you have like the desert, which that's another story.
Oh my god, the desert. Are you alright? What
No,
happened?
I'm not alright. I'm not alright. I still
Jesus.
have like waypoints that I need to get in Sumeru that I don't even want to bother trying to get because it's like underground in all those little secret passageways and stuff.
Bruh. Go get him. You're gonna have to.
I'm gonna have
Do
to.
you, do you remember the rumor back in the day when people were like Sumeru's gonna be, oh not Sumeru, Natlan's gonna be modeled after Australia?
Yeah.
And then it didn't.
No.
I wish it was.
I wish it was too. I want to see. I can't remember who I was talking about this with, but I want to see more Australian representation in like games and anime and stuff that doesn't make us look like fucking morons.
So like, well, I wouldn't call us moral.
Like I was looking through a
Well,
list of like
mhm.
Australian characters, and the only one that I can give credit to in any way and shape is Rin from Free. That's just the only one.
Nothing of Rin from Free screams Australia. Come on.
Nothing of it screams Australia, but compared to like all the other ones, design wise, he's the most decent looking one.
I remember a blog that I made in AA
Oh
back in the
no.
day. Uh, remember when they went to Australia in
Yeah.
that one episode?
Yeah.
They and how I pointed everything wrong about their trip.
Yeah. That was beautiful. I think
But
that was one of the first blogs of yours that I actually read.
yeah, because it pissed me off. They were on the wrong platform. They got Homebush wrong.
Oh.
Like,
Because they. Wait. We can bleep this out. They went to your hometown, didn't they?
they went to Sydney. They did. They dropped him off in the no stopping zone. They that hotel they visited got the biggest spike in revenue they had in their entire life
No
when that
way.
episode aired. They did. Um, they caught the line that I caught every single day at the time. So I
No
was like, "Holy
way.
shit, that's me!"
He's so me for real.
Exactly. They exited through an entry path.
Stupid heads.
I remember, and don't get me. Yeah, they went to Hyde Park, which was in the city, and got every proportion of it wrong.
Oh. Come on, you had one job.
It was. I'm like, I remember at the time I was really angry, but now looking back at it, I'm like, they did their best. I
They
think
tried, okay. They probably had like all they probably had was like some pictures to go off of, and they're like, "Yeah, we got this."
basically, basically, they googled Sydney and they went, we'll put them in this hotel here. And fun fact, that hotel that they went to, the fans booked that specific room for like a use training.
No.
And I was like, what are they doing in there? They'd be like, oh wow, I slept in the same bed Rin did.
That's kind of creepy, not gonna lie.
Yeah,
It's a little bit
yeah.
creepy, but at the
I mean,
same
if
time, I see it.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it exists. Might as well, right?
Because I know if I saw somewhere and I was like, oh, I've been there before, I'd be so proud.
Yeah, exactly me. I was like, wow, I walked that path. I could have been walking behind Rin.
What would you do if you actually just straight up saw an anime boy walking through the streets?
You know the shocked face when you point at something?
Yeah, yeah,
That meme. That one, that's me. Yo,
yeah.
is that Rin
Yeah.
from Free? That's crazy.
It's just like some random guy with like red dyed hair.
Christ. And I think I said it in the blog too. I'm like, no one looks like Rin in Australia.
No, 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 no,
Yeah.
no, 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 very much no.
But yeah, nah. That was a good episode.
I haven't watched
But yeah,
Free in such a long time.
so I'm surprised it lasted as long as it did.
True, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. Is it still like
No,
popular?
I think they've.
It's or has
Yeah.
it died?
Well, it's not as popular as it once was, but it's still got its fan base, like its
Yeah.
own like little fan base. uh, you'll see a cosplay here and there, but not as much as it used to. Like there used to be like rins everywhere, like during like SmashCon.
I feel like, yeah, I feel like I couldn't go to a convention without seeing like a ton of free merch, like little
Yeah,
keychains and fan art and buttons and all that sort of
yeah.
stuff.
It's a rarity now, but you'll still see it
I
once
remember,
every time.
I remember this one girl in my school. She was like obsessed with it. Like, you weren't just a fan of free; you were a fan of free. And she went to Japan for like a Japan trip, and
Yeah.
came back with like literally everything she could find. And I was
That's
like, "Do
dedication.
you need a therapist? Like, are you okay?"
Mm. Imagine if she moves on from it and then now
I
she's
think
sold
she
most of
has. I
it.
think she
Oh my
has.
god. Now you're stuck with all this merch and you're
I
like,
think she
hmm.
sold most of it.
I say that actually. I know like a lot of people will probably buy shit from that.
See,
Like,
I feel like unless I'm like super, 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 super into something and feel like I'll always be into it, that's when
mm.
I buy a ton of merch.
So example.
Example, Beastars.
There it is.
I have an entire shelf. I have
Yep.
the first three Beast Complex. I've got. Oh, I
Hmm.
bought two more volumes the other day, so I'm up to volume 14 in my
Hmm.
collection. I
Hmm.
have prints from Artist Alley. I have keychains from Artist Alley. I really need to get the pop-up parades.
Mm.
I feel
You
like
don't
that'd be
have them
good.
yet?
No, I don't have them. I
Ah.
just never think of buying them, to be honest. And then I
They
remember
look
they exist, and I'm like, holy,
yeah.
they
They look sick.
exist.
Um the lowest one looks is my favorite because my
Mm,
favorite character is Lois. But they
I wish I had a Juno one.
mm, I wish they made one. Uh
They don't have a Haru one either, do they? They only have.
I don't think so. All I saw was Legoshi and
Yeah, they only
Lois.
have those two.
Yeah, I didn't see the bunny either. I was like, okay.
I feel like
I thought it was
one of the weirdest things that I
mm,
collect. Okay, I do like Lucky Star, okay, but
mm,
not to the point like other girls who seem to like Lucky Star who make it their whole personality. And I think I spite buy prize figures
mhm.
because I have so many Lucky Star figures, and I wouldn't even say I'm overly that much of a fan of it. But I know when the girly girls are like, "Oh my god, what figures do you have?" I can show them my Lucky Star figures, and they'd shut up.
Lucky Star. Yeah.
Bitches love my swag. I have the PSP games too, both of them.
But oh, you're a true fan.
I'm a true. I've got the PSP games. I have like how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Lucky Star figures. I've got the DVDs. I cannot find the manga for the life of me.
Oh my god. You'll
Finding
find them.
finding English copies is almost near impossible, and I
Mm.
don't want to buy the Japanese copies because I can't fucking read Japanese. They're so easy to find. You can find the whole set in Japanese, easy.
Mm.
Whole set of English doesn't exist.
Seriously? Okay.
Even finding like just volumes of English copies is so
Mm.
hard to get on. And well, the ones that you do find are like water damaged and old and
Yeah.
crusty
Jesus Christ. Ew.
and
What?
sad.
Just go to like every garage sale you can reach. Like surely someone has it.
Oh, I wish it
like
was that easy.
I don't know, when's the next Fraser Popcon or something?
Oh, it won't be till next year.
Oh, just pray.
Just
What the
pray.
hell?
Exactly. I'm praying that someday I'll find them online. And there has been volume 1 to 5 in English on Depop, but
Mhm.
she's asking like $200.
It's Depop too.
It's
How
Depop
trustworthy is
too.
it?
Oh, I buy a lot of my stuff off Depop.
Mm. $200 for was it a set or just one?
Just 5 volumes. And I think there's like 20 or something.
What do you think? I
I
mean,
think it's a
it's a
scam.
rarity.
I think it's
I'm
a
just
I think people are trying to profit over the fact that it's a rarity and not forgetting that at the end of the day it's a book. A book that probably
But
cost them like $15.
say if it's a rarity and you know it, and they priced
Uh,
it that high, they know that there's someone with too much money
I
out
know,
there who will
but
actually
see,
buy it.
that's I hate resellers so badly. That's the thing. They
Mm.
know that someone will buy it.
Yeah,
They know that someone with a lot of money or mommy and daddy's credit card will buy it,
definitely, always.
and not the poor people who actually want it to enjoy it.
Exactly. There's some collector out there who'll be like, "Yep."
Yeah. That's like someone had like a set of Supersonico
Mm,
volumes, and I
mhm.
was tempted to, but she had them priced at like $160. I was like, ugh.
Uh, super, and they're just the books, not the actual like figures and stuff.
Yeah, no, they're just the. I don't even know if they're like official.
It's hard to justify it, to be honest.
It
Just like
really is.
I'm trying my hardest to go. Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a collector's item. It's very sought after. But at the end of the day, yeah, you're right. It's just a book.
It's just a book, and I would read them, and I would enjoy them, and I would read them multiple times.
Hmm.
I wouldn't just sit them on the shelf and not look at
Yeah.
them.
If they were figures, it's a different story.
Yeah,
I would
I mean, you can't
be
really
like,
do things with figures.
yeah.
But even then, all my Lucky Star prize figures, like,
Mhm.
for prize figures, especially like as old as the Lucky Star ones are,
Yeah.
I wouldn't spend more than like $40.
Yeah. Fair.
And
I
some of
just didn't know.
them, I've
Hmm.
bought bulk bundles of figures off of Depop specifically for Lucky Star ones.
Okay.
Because
And
I know, like, there was this one that I bought, it was like a $50 lot, right?
yeah.
I probably only wanted like one or two other figures in it.
Hmm.
But I bought it because the Lucky Star figure itself is probably going to be $40-50. So I ended
Yeah.
up with like a bunch of figures that are cute. A lot of them are cute, I will give it to that, and I do display them. But then there was like the few random ones who I didn't know, who I just kind of kicked under the desk.
Like I have them, but
I have them, I don't know who the
now
fuck they
what?
are.
Yeah. See, I didn't even know they made much for like figures wise for Lucky Star. Like
There's
I'm
so
struggling to
many.
find things from K-On these days.
K-On is another one of those things where the girly girls who say they like anime make all that sort of stuff their personality. I have one K-On figure and it's Asuna. And I think she's like from the movie or something, like one of the London ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like have you seen those? You get the whole set and they like spell out London with their little hands.
Oh, so you only have the the Arsenal one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same
Oh
with
my god.
same with the manga for that though. That's really hard to find. There was only like 4 volumes and then there was the high school and college volume. And
Oh.
I randomly, like really arsely found the college one and I bought it, but I have not been able to find the high school or the rest of them. But I
Same
think
boat as
I think the four, they got remade into like an omnibus,
Omnibus, yeah.
but it's like
Like
$80.
there it is.
If
When the
I,
moment you said omnibus, I'm like, yeah.
omnibus. Yeah. So you can't find the individual copies, but you can find them,
Mm.
but they're expensive.
It's strange. I thought they would have made they could have made a killing in terms of figures for K-On, to be honest. Like
Oh,
the
there's tons.
really?
There
I
really
you
is. They're
I mean, of
mostly
course,
there's
yeah.
there's price figures, there's scale figures,
Like
like
I know they're old because it's like 2012 anime,
yeah.
but like you won't be finding one off the street like anytime soon, like in a
Oh
store.
no, I wouldn't
You're gonna have to look
say
for them.
yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say you'd find them in a shop or anything, but if you're looking on like eBay or Depop or Mercari, like
It's also a matter of, are they legit? Like, are they third party ones, or are they
mm,
official releases from Kyoto anime?
because they are so like rare-ish,
Mm.
you have to be careful buying them off of like AliExpress. Just,
Yeah.
you know, those, because they definitely will be fake rip-offs, and there are a lot of bootlegs.
Mm.
But most of, like, I don't think I've ever bought a bootleg. Because I like really look at them before I buy them and stuff like that.
It helps to have an eye for that because, like, you wouldn't want a fake thing,
I would be so
especially if
sad
it's
if I spent like
yeah,
a good amount of money on a bootleg.
yeah, especially if it's expensive. See, it's just like buy it from reputable stores, yada yada yada.
Mm.
But it doesn't discount the fact that if you buy something from eBay, it's definitely sometimes some of them are legit, but you just have to like find the signs,
Yeah, I get
which
really
is annoying.
confused when I look at
Yeah.
some Lucky Star figures, especially like the mini, like I guess gachapon figures.
Hmm. Hmm.
They're very hard to tell if they are fake or just really old. Because you know, like really old figures were fucking hideous.
They had a certain charm to them.
They
I
had a
wouldn't call
certain
them hideous.
they had a, no, they were they were
Okay.
hideous, okay? And
Sure.
some of these I can't tell if they're just really old or really fake.
Yeah. You're like, I don't know.
I don't know. See, most of the figures that I do get are still in boxes as well, and
Mm,
that's usually a good sign that they are authentic.
yeah. Just watch out for the resealed ones.
Yeah, the resale. A lot of mine, like,
Hmm.
because everything that I buy is almost pre-owned. Almost always it's pre-owned. So sometimes they have been taken out of the box and then put back in, but usually
Yeah.
they're very honest with that in the description. Or when you
Hmm.
buy it, they say, hey, just so you know, it's been displayed before, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm going to throw the box away anyway when I get it. I don't. I keep all my boxes in my cupboard. If it's like, okay, if it's a figure that I know I'm
Yep.
going to keep for a long time, I keep the box just in
Hmm.
case like I move or something.
Exactly.
Or
Yeah.
if it's a figure that I feel like I won't have forever, I'll keep the box just so I can sell it. But if it's
Yeah.
something stupid that there's like a million copies of and blah blah blah,
Mm.
yeah, I'll just throw the
You're like a
box
first.
away.
Yeah. Because like the moving thing is what I was gonna say. Like if you move, where are you gonna put it?
Yeah.
And then uh yeah, resale value goes a little higher if you have the box.
Mm.
Um, which is kind of why I stopped taking my like Nendroids out of the box.
Yeah.
Because if you keep it sealed, you could display it in the box anyway. Like if you put it sideways, it looks like a it looks good on a bookshelf. Is what I'm trying
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
But if you keep figures sealed, like yeah, they retain their value and it benefits you in the long run. You don't get to display it, which sucks. Like just
Yeah.
im-
Yeah, I get
pick
you.
and
I get
choose.
you. But
Pick and choose the ones you're taking out.
for a very long time, I was keeping some of my figures in the box on the shelf because I was scared they would
Yeah,
like fall off and break or something. But
yeah,
then like I really thought about it and I was like, these have already been taken out of the box. They've already been displayed. Like the box seals
yeah.
are broken. Like
Hmm.
I'm not gonna be too upset if I take it out of the box and put it on the shelf. And then I'll see it a lot better with like different lighting angles and stuff like that.
Hmm. Yeah.
So a lot of the boxes just got vaulted.
Yeah. There's a certain charm to keeping the box too. I have a friend who has a wardrobe next to his desk, which if you open it, because it's a sliding door,
Hmm.
it's just all the boxes of his figures.
Oh,
And he's displayed it in a way that it actually looks pretty sick.
see,
It looks like retro.
I
Yeah.
have I have like a cupboard that goes into the wall, and there's like a shelf, so you can like hang all your like shirts on, and then like a bit
Yeah.
on top. I've put all my boxes so like you know how most boxes have like a promotional art on the side
Yep.
or like
Hmm.
shots of the figure. I have them all facing outwards and stacked and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it looks decent. It's just my cupboard's also got a lot of stuff in it at the moment, so
Yep.
there's stuff covering the boxes, but when I move the stuff, that's
Mm,
where it is.
that's right. It's like that's the good part.
That's the good part, yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
scared that like cockroaches might chew on them.
Oh, yeah, true.
Hate
Actually,
roaches. Hate roaches.
just do regular pest control and cover all the cracks that you have in your
Yeah.
house.
I like take everything out of my cupboard every now and then or every month or two and just like
Mhm.
really sweep and vacuum and disinfect it
Yeah,
and then put it all back in.
it's good. That means you take care of your shit.
Yeah, I take good care of most of my stuff. But but speaking of older time things, because I'm
Mm-hmm.
ancient, I saw a lady walking down the street with like a
Mm-hmm.
pile of manga in her hand, and I said,
Okay.
"Oh my fucking god, the bookstore has manga." I repeat, the bookstore has
Yeah.
manga. Like, we have like a second hand books. It's like one of those ones where you trade in books.
Oh,
You give them a
yes.
book, they
Okay.
give you money, or you can trade in
Yep.
a book for a book. One of those.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I'm going there instantly. I ran my ass down the street. I went in and I was like, "Where is your manga?" Slam my hand on the desk, take all my money. And she's like, "Okay, yeah, ma'am, it's in the back. Just please don't hurt me."
Oh my god. Okay.
And I
Yeah.
walked in, and the only thing I saw out of a pile of My Hero stuff was a Haruhi Suzumiya volume.
Uh-huh.
And then I bought it because I love Haruhi Suzumiya, and it's also
Okay.
very hard to find the manga for that. And it was volume
Mm,
one, so I was like, ha ha ha, fuck you. And then that
nice.
night, I go on Twitter and I see that the bicute series,
Yeah.
they have the girls, and I added it to the bottom of I added it to the bottom of the document so you can have a look at them. And I think
Mm,
they are beautiful.
I'll make sure to look at that. Haruhi Suzumiya
Haruhi
manifesting.
Suzumiya, and then all the way at the
Haruhi
bottom.
Suzumiya iTunes. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
oh god,
Oh.
oh god, you're
Yeah.
small.
Yeah, because I forgot to cut out the window. Wait. Okay, that's better. Oh my god.
Do you know?
That.
Do you know how hard it is to find Haruhi
Uh-huh.
Suzumiya stuff?
Yeah. Well, not really because I don't follow the show, but the fact that
Disappointed.
they announced these Black Cute bunnies they look pretty sick, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm also really confused because I feel like it's
Mm-hmm.
very random.
Like just out of nowhere.
It's just out of nowhere.
Okay.
I think Konosuba did a collab, like a
Uh-huh.
cafe collab with Haruhi Suzumiya. Maybe
Oh,
that's what sparked up its little popularity again. I can't remember. I
that means
can't remember if it was
yeah.
Konosuba. It was one of them.
That means there's still a fan base that demands it. So they wouldn't do this without a considerable demand. So
Exactly. And I feel like it's really nice to have them all
mhm.
matching, all wearing things
Yeah,
that they wear. Other than Yui, I don't think she wears something like that in the show. But you know,
the red one's adorable.
yeah. And
Okay,
I want to get
okay.
them all. I want to get them all. The first thing I did
Yeah.
when I saw these is I looked at every like Australian-based store, and I was like,
Mm.
"When are you gonna get them? When
I
are
know
you
a
getting
few who'll
them?"
get them as soon as they get released. um, no, it's like the entire I forgot the name for a second. The Bicute series is pretty lit anyway. Like they haven't missed so far, and by the looks of it, with this line, they haven't missed.
I
They
have I have one Bicute figure, and
Mm,
it's a Miku one. And I'm actually really happy with the quality of it and stuff like that. Like, because I got it
mm,
at Fraser Pop,
yep.
and I think it was like $40,
Mm,
$45.
mm.
And she's gorgeous. Like, I have her sitting next to my monitor right now.
Is it the one with the fishnet stockings?
Yeah. I think there's a few with the fishnet stockings. She's like the one with the
Yeah.
pink little frilly shirt thing.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because I was thinking there's a few of them actually. Because there's different color ones, there's different styles. They really went all out with Mika, to be honest.
They really do. I think everyone goes out with Miku.
Yeah, she's very marketable.
But
Uh-huh.
I'm not very. I'm guessing these are Bicute ones as well. I'm not very happy with these Dragon Maid ones that I'm seeing.
Well, the that Lukoa one
Okay,
is
Lukoa is very
chef
Lukoa.
kiss. Look at it.
Toru is very Toru. I don't
Yeah.
get why people have to sexualize the child.
Yeah.
Like,
Like I
literally,
could have just
literally, the
done
show is called Miss Kobayashi's Dragon
this.
Maid.
Yeah.
They could have had Kobayashi.
They could have put Elma in there.
They could have put Elma in there. They could
But
have. They could have made a butler Fulga.
They could have put that guy, that goth dragon in there.
Yeah,
That's
Folga.
all I care. But like, I guess because A, Kana is a main character, so to speak,
She's a main
and
character,
B,
but come on.
they didn't have to do her like this, but like they could have just put her in a normal maid costume.
But
Just
the
call it a
other
day.
thing that I also don't understand. Okay, look very closely at the tights on both Toru and Luko, and then look at the tights on Kana. She has like
I'd rather not.
the skin. Yeah, I know. This makes me feel yuck too. She has the skin color tight, very sekushi, fucking. She's wearing heels like the other two. Like, come on, man. Where's my girl Elma? Where's my girl Kobayashi?
Yeah, exactly. Like, just make the other casts in there. Why does it have to be Kana?
And
like,
I'm even
Kana
looking.
can have, yeah.
I'm even looking. It's kind of hard to tell in this photo. She has got like a strap at the top of her shirt, but it doesn't change it.
Look, her design is innocent, so if she can just get all the anything other than a bunny costume to be is what I'm trying to say.
And I know the diehard fans are gonna be there like, she's gonna be like 300, she's like 500, blah 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 blah. No, she's a child. She's an actual child who goes to elementary school.
All I'm looking at is the car right now. Like,
all I'm looking at is her titties right now.
Look, she's even making the heart sign.
Yeah, I will say I probably will get the other two.
Exactly. Well, I just want the color. Maybe I'm just biased.
maybe. I do love my girl Toru though, so.
Yeah. If they made Elma, oh my god, I would get.
They should have made Elma. Come on.
Like, I can imagine her being forced to work at like a bunny cafe, and then she would be wearing whatever she would be wearing in this lineup of a costume.
She'd be wearing anything for like the price of a snack at the end of the shift. You just know it.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I mean,
you be my girl.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
They even put Kana in like the white like purity sort of color, and then, I don't know. I think that just makes it even worse.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend that one doesn't exist.
I'm gonna pretend that one doesn't exist. Cutting her out the life. The one that I do want is there's a Toru and Kana set, which is like a Toru and like her little maid cook chef one. I think Kana's in like a Red Riding Hood. I can't remember what it is. I can't remember what it is, but their bases actually like click together when you get them both.
Oh, I think I did see the Red Riding Hood Kana one, which was okay because Red Riding Hood's dress is basically just but stick with those. Yeah.
My point is that the show is called Miss Kobayashi's, and she's never a figure that's ever been made.
The only reason I don't want Toru in this set for the bicute is she doesn't have her signature tail.
I know. What the hell, man?
That makes her character. So if they added the tail, I probably would have been more interested. But
I wasn't even thinking about that, and then now you say it, it's the only thing I can think about.
It looks off without it. She just looks normal.
They just painted some random twin tail bitch in that pose and was like, yeah, Toru.
Yeah, basically. Look, it's close stuff, right?
Here you go. Yeah. The fans will love it. I think.
Oh god. Yeah.
Because there's also a movie coming out soon. That's gonna be focused on Kana.
There is?
Yeah, it got announced.
Hell yeah.
I think I saw the announcement for it last month.
Hell yeah.
But it's gonna be a movie based on Kana.
Interesting.
Which is cool.
I see all the sus people coming out.
I know. I really want to see a series based off of Elma's little manga series. Have you ever seen that?
She does have a spin-off, doesn't she?
Yeah, she has a spin-off. I think it'd be fun seeing that animated, especially if they're doing all this other stuff. So may as well.
They could do like a Nichijou type of thing where it's just her everyday life.
Yeah, I've been watching like a ton of I wouldn't say I've been watching. I watched a ton of anime today. I watched the first two episode of that like Purin slime.
Mm.
She's like a little slime girl. The what the fuck is it called? I watched Whisker Away finally.
How was it?
I think I like the cat returns too much
You- so it was
because
good.
I watched A Whisker Away and all I could think of was cat returns.
Really? So it just had that vibe.
It strongly had that vibe.
Okay, that's good to hear.
What's this one called? I think it's called oh, Puniru. Puniru is a kawaii slime.
Mm.
That was pretty fun. That was that was very very fun. I think they only have 2 episodes out at the moment, so that's all I watched. I loved it. And then the last movie I watched, like literally 10 minutes before I got on call with you, was Promare. And all I've got to say is that Leo is a twinkified Hal.
Noted. Okay.
That's all I have to say.
Oh my god.
It was a really good movie though. Trigger doesn't miss.
Trigger doesn't miss. No, they don't.
And it was my first time watching it, so I was really excited.
Speaking of Perman, that reminds me that I haven't watched it fully yet because I stumbled upon clips of Edge Runners.
Yeah.
And I was like, I haven't seen this yet, but I keep putting it off. And when I saw Promare, I was like, wait, that art style reminds me of it. And I'm like, I really want to watch Edge Runners fully. It only has 10 episodes. What am I doing?
That's
Basically.
one of the biggest things is I'm like, wow, I really want to watch this. It's 12 episodes. And then I'll like turn around and just walk away into the distance.
Garen Lagan.
But when I saw Leo, I was like, oh, that's what he's from. Because I've seen clips of him and like figures of him and stuff like that. And I just never really, I guess, understood where he came from.
I love it.
I like it. I would definitely watch it again. Other than that, I don't really think there's any other series that we're watching.
Oh, you put this on the list. The smaller agencies dying, which is
a lot.
Did you have specific agencies in mind? Because I do.
Okay, wait. So I'm just gonna reorganize this real quick because this, I guess, is these two are subcategories of this. A lot of VTuber agencies are just dying, I guess, as of now. So
I remember there was at one point they just fell like flies, like the smaller ones.
I know, but okay. So the weirdest thing is, so first of all, Project Kawaii is dissolving, which I'm actually very upset about. This is one of the agencies I had applied for multiple times and stuff like that. Like, this is one that I really, really enjoyed. They're dissolving. All of their talents are going indie, though. They are keeping their IP, which is this is something that I'm very happy that agencies are doing now. Most of the time, when an agency goes under or decides to dissolve, they used to just, keep the IPs.
Yeah.
But it seems more and more that they are letting their talents keep their IPs and keep continuing if they want to. Same with Idol EN. Their management changed. They got bought by
some American company.
An American company that just is buying VTuber agencies like a Monopoly game at this point. But the ones who didn't wish to join this new one, they got to leave with their IPs. And that, I feel like this is a very big step for VTuber agencies.
Yeah. I mean, as they should, because like the talents made the character what the character is. So
exactly
to have them leave and basically start from scratch again on a different IP.
Yeah, well, okay, this isn't typed in, but it's something I will talk about. There's a company called Aurora Live VR, which is a Chinese brand company, and they seem to go through talents like flies. They sign up talents, they give them IPs, they make them stream, and then randomly they'll just get booted. That seems to
Yeah.
be the issue. But every
I've
time
heard
one
that.
of these people gets booted, they
Mhm,
don't get to keep anything that they've worked on that entire time.
mhm.
It's not like
Yeah.
the talents graduated or terminated,
Mhm.
but they're not keeping their IPs. Even the ones who are going in as indies are coming out without anything because they signed their rights away, which I
Yeah.
think is wild.
That sucks. Yeah.
Like,
Because like, mm,
yeah,
mhm.
I'm.
Yeah, it's frustrating because you put all your time and effort into like getting this character over, and then it just gets taken away from you because you got put out, and
Exactly. I
then
don't.
they go,
Uh,
What do we just give this like model an IP, someone new?" And you're just like,
exactly.
"No, it's not."
See, I couldn't imagine going into a company as Seiko with the chance of
Mm.
me coming out without her.
Like, can you imagine, like, for example, like Gura? Can you imagine Gura with someone else other than Gura in it?
No, no, exactly.
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah, I think it's just wild. But there was also another company. So this is one I've heard of. I'm not too big into it. Bond Live. They
Mm.
put out a statement saying that they were dissolving.
Oh, okay.
But okay, I also this is another mini rant that I'm going to go into. Um,
Hmm.
they've dissolved their talents,
Hmm.
but they've selected like 25, I think they said, to be
Hmm.
the first talents to star on this new like app. It's like an app.
Huh? Huh?
They live stream on an app.
Okay.
So kind of like I think it's called Nexus or whatever, or Annie
Yeah.
Live or what I think.
Okay.
I don't think Nexus is one. I think Nexus talents just are on Annie Live. I might be getting that a little bit confused because I still don't understand it. But what I do understand is that if you as an indie sign up to these apps, most of them at least, I don't know anything about this new one that Bon Live have acquired, but when you sign up, you give them the rights to your model,
Hmm.
which I think is
Uh,
very, very weird and a bit creepy.
okay.
And I
So you're
think this
basically
should serve as
signing
a
away.
warning to anyone who's thinking about signing those or joining things like that is to read your contract. Because
Yeah.
when you sign up for something like that, they own your model. Or they
Well,
can keep the files to your model, which is very
dodgy. I don't like
dodgy.
that.
Something in my tummy does not like it.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
it's just a bit weird. What did you say you wanted? You said you saw this and said you want to speak up. Is there what would you want to talk about? Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
firstly, like in response to that last thing you said, I was like, ugh, if you're signing up to a company and not reading the contract, you have something wrong with you.
A lot of people don't though, and that's their problems. Like people will get so headstrong.
Like blinded by the fact that they're going to become a company streamer that
Exactly.
sign on the dotted line without reading it.
They get very
That's like
blindsided very fast.
adulting 101. You have to read the contract before you
I
sign up.
know. And that's the thing. If I've ever needed to sign a contract of any sorts that I am not 100% sure of, get a lawyer to look over it. In most
Exactly.
cases, it's free and they'll tell you what it's about.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's not that hard just to skim through the contract. You understand what you're getting into, and
Mm.
if it matches what you understand, then yes, sign it.
There is. I love Face Connect,
Okay. Yeah. Face
but their
face
Phase Invaders is a little sketchy to me
really.
because Yuri was a talent with Phase Invaders Gen 1 who signed up as an indie VTuber. So Phase Invaders are their indie VTubers who join up with the company, right?
Yeah.
She got terminated, I think it was,
Hmm.
and she didn't get to keep any of her IP.
Mm.
She was in Cyberlive and then Ulterior Live or whatever it was, I think. And that before joining Phase Connect as Yuri.
Mm-hmm.
And then when she got terminated from Furries Connect, she didn't get to keep anything.
Damn.
Which I think is very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that shouldn't happen.
That sucks. Yeah. I mean, the silver lining is a lot of these
Oops.
VTubers have previous lives maybe to fall back on,
Yeah,
but it's still you're still starting from scratch. You've lost everything you built
exactly.
within.
But she's
So
doing great now. She's rebranded. She's doing fine. She still has her same supporters and stuff like that. But to have to restart,
yeah, but you still know you made it when you rebrand with a new IP, new image, new name, and your old fans find you.
yeah, exactly. Which
I know a few
yeah.
cases that could that give merit to that, but you know you made it if that happens. Mysterious. Yeah.
Have you seen his newest outfit, by the way?
No, I haven't.
His pirate outfit? Oh, that is a throwback.
Yo.
That is a throwback.
Just give him a
Throwback.
just give, just give him a detective uniform and call it a day.
Well, I mean, if do you know Mister's past life before Niji?
I've seen posts about it, but I don't know it concrete.
He was a dog pirate.
Oh no, I have seen a clip. I was thinking of something else, but yes, I have seen a clip of what he was before that,
Yeah.
and he's
So
basically the same thing as
so
Mr. Real.
when I saw Kuro with his new outfit, I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, it's pre Niji Sanji.
It's exactly even Matara's general outfit that she debuted like literally yesterday, I think. That was chef's kiss.
I'm
Mwah.
glad they're doing well. I really am. Um, Remind me if I'm wrong. Did Maid Mint join Vtuber?
Who?
Oh, sorry, you don't know her.
Who?
So
Who?
Pomu, Pomu Rainpaw.
Oh yeah, Mint.
Yeah.
No, she's not a part of VShojo, but she's doing a lot of things with VShojo.
Okay.
And
She hasn't joined it.
I don't know if it's set in stone if she will ever join VShojo, because
I'm
she
surprised
seems
she
to be doing fine as an indie.
did. Mm.
But same with Doki, she's just indie at the moment.
Oh yeah, she's probably better off indie anyway.
Yeah. I feel like
Yeah.
Mint seems to be doing fairly well as an indie by herself. So
Well, Mint was destined for greatness anyway. Like even if she left Lazuli Light, which she did,
yeah.
like Elira, my former beloved.
My former beloved.
Oh my god. But yeah, what I was saying. I wanted to talk about Idol Corp, which you brought up before.
Yeah.
I started to warm up to one of their talents, the British VTuber Rin.
Rin. I love Rin.
Yeah. I love her shorts. Like her
Oh,
shorts she posts, and it's hilarious. Her whole her accent you could cut with a butter knife, and
exactly.
like her shenanigans with like her brother and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Rin is probably why I watch Idol Corp.
Yeah, it's what got me into Idol Corp to begin with. And when I figured out that she was like splitting from Idol Corp, I was like, what the hell?
But she's also doing really good for herself. I think she did say this in a stream. I'm concerned. Oh no, not concerned. Confused
Mhm.
as to why they didn't fight for her harder. Because she was one of the biggest talents in Idol. Well, she
If I
is.
remember correctly, they gave her a choice and she chose to walk.
Yeah. Which I
She
mean,
didn't
good for
agree.
her still.
Like, I respect that they can't let her keep the written
Exactly.
character, but like in terms of what you said that they didn't fight, they probably laid out their terms, so she just went no.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she's doing good for herself. I think she's moved to a new apartment and stuff like that now, if I'm
Oh, good
correct.
for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw some people, some like Idol fans be like, how come Yuri and Pochi don't get to keep their ones? Blah 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 blah. And I was like, because they got terminated before this decision was even made. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I think
they got
Yuri
fired.
Yuri got terminated, I think. Pochi
Mhm.
got Pochi graduated, or maybe the other way. I'm pretty sure someone got terminated.
I do remember a termination, but I can't remember who it was.
I think it might have been Yuri.
Mm.
But yeah, I was like, yeah, no, they're not going to keep their IPs to a company that they got fired from or left already. What do you mean?
It's the difference between getting fired and leaving.
Yeah, like when you signed up to work for that company, it is not your fault that if someone buys that company out and stuff like that. Because when something like that happens, your contract go void.
Mm.
Because already it's not a contract that you signed.
Yeah, you have to sign a new one. And you
Yeah.
have to agree to these new terms, which is more or less what you signed before, but with their own twist.
I like.
So
That's another company that VTuber agency company Prism. They disbanded not too long ago as well, and I feel really sad about them because a whole bunch of them got taken on as indies, and then like it felt like a month later they the company dissolved. But
damn.
again, they all got to keep their IPs. I'm so very happy my Posy came back to me, my love.
Nah.
So
Nice.
there's a VTuber called Posy Higabana. She was one of my first VTubers who I idolized, and she got acquired by Prism and rebranded. And since they have dissolved, she has been doing covers and stuff on her old channel, and I'm very happy
Nice.
because I love her so much. She is amazing. She's like one of the awesomest singers ever.
Oh my god.
Well, I guess the
Speaking
last thing of VTuber movies we have is Fuamoko hit 1 mil.
Congrats to them, to be honest.
The world
surprised
works in mysterious ways. I don't know if you saw it. They hit their 1 mil on the Annie of their graduation for their other last live.
With their popularity, I expected them to hit 1 mil sooner. But when was their debut? Like was it 2 years
year
ago?
ago?
1 year ago? That's pretty good.
Not even a year, I don't think, is it? Maybe a year.
I feel like it's been just over a year or something.
I don't know. The years feel like fever dreams now, so I genuinely can't keep up.
Okay, 31st of July 2023, so just over a year.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
Interesting. Knowing their backstory and where they came from before Hololive, I'm happy for them actually.
Yeah. Oh. All I'm gonna say for you for this last little bit of VTuber news I have is keep an eye out for an upcoming streamer called Doobie.
Doobie.
Dooby. A funny little mouse. Just keep an eye out for her.
Noted. If I ever see Doobie on my For You list.
She might remind you of a certain British person we know. Anyway.
Okay. Noted.
And this very last topic is something that I added quite literally just before stream. Not even stream. I keep saying stream, it's a recording. Australian horror.
Yep.
I love horror movies, and this is a topic that I am very excited about since it got mentioned. I keep wanting to say documentary, and I guess it is a documentary of some sort, but, you know, it was on YouTube, and pretty much it said Australian horror is really disgustingly gory. And I believe that. And here's my thesis on why Australian horror is gory.
Okay, go on.
So most horror that Americans or overseas people may get will usually be, crocodiles, sharks, all that sort of stuff, right? But we Australians are so sensitized to things like that it just doesn't do it for us. So we have to go deeper and darker. And when you think of Australia, one of the deepest and darkest things you can do or feel is isolation. More than 80% of Australia is barren with no one. And that's why we get a lot of movies like Wolf Creek and stuff like that, where they're stuck out in the middle of nowhere and, they're just getting killed off by some guy. Because...
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why a lot of Australian horror focuses on isolation. Because as a
Oh.
tourist, because most of the time it is tourist, in a
Mhm.
land that is very, very vacant,
Yep.
where there's nowhere,
No space. No.
that is probably one of the biggest fears you can have. Or having something happen to you alone.
Yep. That's the epitome of it.
That is
Basically, you like for example, you're on a road trip across Australia. You're
Mhm.
in the Nullarbor, basically.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You run out of fuel. The sun's setting. You're in the middle of nowhere. It's basically just a stretch of road, nothing.
Hmm.
And your car breaks down. The sun sets. You're on your own. It's pitch black. You hear a wolf.
We don't. Wait, wait. What do you mean a wolf?
But
It's just me
basically, yeah.
howling in the background. Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god, I hear a Seiko. But yeah,
I
like
hear a Seiko.
isolation. You're literally in the middle of nowhere in the pitch dark black.
Mm-hmm.
What are you gonna do? Your car's out of fuel. You've only got battery to last a few hours. You can't call anyone. You don't have connection out there.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like, isolation and all that stuff, that also plays into more psychological horror.
Hmm.
So not only are Australian movies psychologically scary, but then you have something like, you know, a murderer coming to get you and rip your guts out. Like, that is probably the most gruesome way you could go as well.
Yeah, welcome to Australia, mate.
Australia, mate.
Australia, mate.
Like, she named a lot of movies that had come out that I do not remember a name of and I have never watched because I have never heard of them before she mentioned them. But do you remember Raka Raka?
I do, yes. I do.
They had a movie. I didn't even know this. They had a movie that came out last year called Talk to Me, which
No
is
way.
apparently really scary.
Oh.
And
Talk.
I need to watch it. I really need to watch it. It's about these kids. They find like a statue of a hand or something, I guess.
Hmm.
And you're supposed to hold it and talk to it or whatever. And one by one, I guess they get possessed by the like demons and stuff.
Ooh. Okay.
But apparently it's really good and I really need to watch it.
Raka Raka made a movie. That's so good.
I didn't even know they made a movie.
Like Raka Raka in 2024.
Yeah, that's wild to me. Cause I checked out their YouTube channel after that. They haven't posted in like 10 years.
I would have. I haven't heard of them for years. But anyway, I was like, are they
Oh,
still around?
but you can't lie. When you watch that Ronald McDonald and stuff like that, you can see how they made a horror movie. Because that was nightmare fuel to begin with.
Yeah, I don't doubt they can pull it off, but just the fact that they made a movie is like, holy shit. Yeah, we should watch it.
I know, because I watch most of my movies on VR chat now, funnily enough, because I can bootleg them and stuff like that.
God, okay.
I have seen it. It's on the list of ones that you can pick from.
Mm,
I've just never watched it.
okay.
But yeah, I'm looking at like when you Google Australian horror, almost majority look like crocodile movies or being out in the middle of the desert,
Yeah.
shark movies. Blackwater's a really good one, actually. I like Blackwater.
I mean, the shark thing is true.
It is
Getting
true,
by
but
sharks
like,
off the
have you
coast, yeah.
actually watched a shark movie and been scared, or have you watched a shark movie and been like, yeah, that's true, that's Australia?
I haven't watched one recently. The last one I watched was Jaws.
Ugh,
Hmm.
I
Not
love
specifically
Jaws.
Australian ones. Yeah, but like Jaws, Jaws was funny to me, but also cool.
Jaws is probably one of my favorite all time movies ever.
Classic. I'll give you that.
But yeah, most of these, if not all of them, are shark, crocodiles, being out in the middle of nowhere, and then like really, really, really gory looking ones.
Tell it's like just like the Americans' vision of us.
Well, no, it's not even not like American directors. These are Australian directors.
Oh,
Yeah, there's
I guess
actually
that.
I in this
Yeah.
little documentary. There's like an incentive if you are an Australian director, or at least back in the day when there was no movies made by Australian directors, you got a pretty decent payout just for directing a movie
Really?
because there was no Australian representation
Yeah. Back in the day.
back in the day.
Mm. Maybe that's how directors made their money.
Oh,
Like,
but I think I don't know what it is because I could watch horror like every horror movie that comes out. I'll see people be like, "Oh, that's so scary!" Blah, 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 blah.
yeah.
And I'll watch it and I'll be like, "Wow, this isn't scary."
Right. Yeah. Like they're just like scared
But
shitless.
there's
They're hugging
something so intriguing
people.
about movies made with like different cultures, different languages. Take this for example. There's a movie called like Wreck. No, Quarantine. There's a movie called Quarantine. Have you seen it?
I've heard of it.
They're
It's
all they all get stuck in a hotel and there's like zombies and there's quarantine, okay?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard of it. Yeah.
That's
Go on.
the American version. And I've watched it a few times and I wouldn't necessarily say it's scary. But if you look at its counterpart, which was the original one called Wreck, which I think is Italian, it's fucking horrifying.
Wreck.
It's one for one shot almost. There's no changes in the storyline, nothing like that. But the fact that you cannot understand what they are saying makes it more scarier.
Okay.
I just don't know what it is about it.
Hmm.
Or even I watched a movie. I wouldn't say it's horror. Oh, I guess you could classify it as horror. Feliday.
Feliday.
It's an
Haven't heard that
animated movie. It was I think it's like early 1980s German
Yeah.
film about these cats and they're getting murdered mysteriously, brutally, but mysteriously. And the main character is trying to figure out what's going on and all this stuff. And he has these like horrifying nightmare scenes every so often. And he finds out through his nightmares that like this scientist was doing experiments on these cats and like hurting them to try make some sort of serum to heal wounds faster and stuff like that.
Okay.
And you know, like just doing these really horrifying scientific sort of experiments on them.
The cats. Just yeah.
And
It's fucked.
it's freaky.
Yeah. That sounds freaky.
I would listen, I would say watch it, but I literally don't know where it is anymore because I watched it on YouTube and then I tried to search it up again to tell someone about it and it was like I couldn't find anything anymore. But it's weird because that listing had been up for like 11 years. So I don't know if it's still up, if it's been filtered, or if it got taken down. The only version I could find is it uploaded with like Spanish subtitles, something like that.
But isn't it in German anyway? Like
No, the one I watched was it did have an English dub.
okay.
So it was just German. Germans make fucked up shit as well. I'm just gonna say it.
Nice.
They make really fucked up shit. Yeah, but the one I watched was in English. But it was, as someone who really likes psychological mystery horror, that was a really good movie. It had some really weird scenes because you got to remember this is like early 80s animation, but God.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, have you watched any like horror movies that made you go, ugh?
Well, my take on horror, especially like the current ones, it's all just. It's kind of. I wouldn't say it's predictable, but it's all just like jump scares.
Cheap jump scares.
cheap jump scares and sounds which make you feel uncomfortable and then surprise you
Exactly.
again. It's not actually scary. It's just the sounds get you off guard. I watched the whole Conjuring series and I knew every single jump scare because they
The
don't make it
only
secret.
the only scene out of all the Conjuring movies that scares me is
Yeah,
oh, do you mean like just the Conjuring or like the Annabelle ones as
just
well?
all the Conjuring, including Annabelle and the Nun.
Do you remember the
Um,
scene in one of the Annabelle ones where she's like trying to go upstairs and there's like this really dark, shadowy demon thing?
yeah,
That is the only scene that, without a doubt, no matter how many times I watch it, scares the absolute shit out of me.
yeah. Like some of the scenes land, like it does actually scare you, but at the
Mm,
end, when you look back at it and you watch it a second time, it's just like this the jump scare sound that gets you, not the
yeah.
actual like
Yeah.
not the actual thing. And you're just like, uh.
See, I don't. You'd think with today's technology, Hollywood would be able to make really
They can make
scary things
like a decent scary monster that actually scares you and without using
without
like
the cheap jump scare noises, without
yeah.
like, all the creepy soundtracks and all that sort of stuff. You'd think they would be able to make something scary.
Hmm.
Because when you watch anything made from like 2000 onward, it's
Mm.
like it's getting worse and worse every year. But if you watch something from like the 80s back, like
Oh yeah.
there's just something like with the props that they use and the special effects that they use because they didn't have this sort of technology.
Mm.
It feels that little bit more real or uncanny even
Mm. Mm.
that you can't recreate with just
Yeah.
normal 3D modeling technology now.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like a sort of magic they had back then, which landed.
Yeah,
But now, if you remaster what it is back then using technology now, it's like nah, it
exactly.
won't land.
It just
Yeah.
wouldn't land.
Mhm.
But then it's also really weird because there are genuinely really good indie creators who make amazing things,
Mhm.
but yet a multi-million dollar company cannot do the same thing.
It doesn't add up, but it's
It
true.
doesn't add up.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. It's even more of a reason to like support more indie people.
Mm.
Because they make more inspirational it's well more inspired shit than the Hollywood does because Hollywood just does it for money. Um
That's another thing. Hollywood is getting so
it's just nothing's noteworthy anymore. Like the
nothing's
Marvel universe
new.
has gone downhill. Uh and the movies currently are just like mid.
I feel like no one has genuine good ideas anymore, so they just remake an old movie from like 30 years ago and make it like a box office hit because you have the fans who watched it for years and years and years and the ones who are like,
It's
oh, I wonder what this is, I'll watch it because it's
like
popular.
yeah, like I mean look at Inside Out 2. I forgot Inside Out 1 was a thing. And then they came out with 2. And then look at it now, it's like the second most highest grossing of 2024 or something.
I will say I did watch
And
the end
yeah,
half of it because I saw the first half on TikTok and it was a good movie. I would
it,
say it was better than Inside Out 1.
it was great. Like as a DreamWorks movie, it's great. Like I'm not gonna deny it.
Okay,
But
here's this. Here's
yeah,
my theory. Horror movies are going down, but kids movies are getting more and more targeted towards adults.
because the kids movies that do well originally got their fan bases from years ago.
Adults, yeah.
Yeah. Like Inside Out 2 was Inside Out 1 was 2007, can you believe it? I
No
think it was
fucking way. No
2011.
way.
No, not 2007. Sorry. 20,
That only came out when I was in high school. No way, it was 2007.
what did I get 2007 from? 2015.
2015. That's
Yeah.
10 years
So
ago.
Inside Out 1 was 2015.
That's
And
That's
to be
10 years
honest,
ago.
yeah, and to be honest, I forgot it was a thing. And
Holy
then
shit. You saying that came out in 2015 really fucked with my brain just then. Wait a minute.
really?
No way that came out 2015.
Yeah, no, Inside Out 1 was 2015. My bad. I did I don't know where I got 2007 from.
No way.
Google it.
I trust you. It's just no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Like to release Inside Out 2 in 2024 and for it to be like as successful as it is, it's because you're cashing it on people who loved it back then.
You're aiming at mature audiences. Like,
Yeah.
I could slap a 3-year-old in front of the TV and they won't have an idea what anxiety or ennui or jealousy are. But slap
Yeah.
that same movie in front of a 20-year-old adult who watched the first one, they're going to be bawling their eyes out in the corner of the room.
Exactly.
They're going to be like, she's so me.
Basically, like there's many other examples, like when they released Finding Dory, like
Again,
you're
yeah.
cashing in on people who like Nemo.
Exactly.
So I'm yet to see like a successful like original one that came out recently. That's not like a sequel or a spin-off.
Yeah. I feel like they just keep making same. This is okay. I have beef with Disney because I love 2D animation. All of their 2D animated films are classics. They're beautiful. They're masterpieces. But they won't come up with anything new. They just make 3D versions or live actions and call it a day.
Mm.
I haven't found a single live action that I actually genuinely enjoyed. Like, I watched Lion King, I watched Lady and the Tramp, I watched Beauty and the Beast, I watched The Little Mermaid. Like, none of those movies hit. Because I'm such a big fan of 2D animation. They have not made a 2D animated film since, I think The Princess Frog was the last one they did. Princess and the Frog. Which is wild to say. But yeah,
it's hard to replicate it, to be honest. Like
it is hard to replicate it. But at the same time, just reusing your old material time and time again is not right. Like, what, in another 30 years are we going to get the 4D version?
No, in like 40 years we'll get like freaking Toy Story 10.
Ugh.
Woody, we have to escape the retirement home.
God damn it.
We have to find Andy. He's probably like down the road at like the freaking cemetery or some shit.
Toy Story universe ends with them going into a graveyard, wiping off the dust of a gravestone, and being
Andy,
like,
we
Andy,
found you. There's
Andy.
a snake in my boot. Seriously, like Toy Story 4 was so unnecessary.
It wasn't needed. I feel like ending it at 3 would have been good because, you know, Andy
had the best ending.
Andy gave it to Bonnie. It was amazing. It was a good ending.
Yeah.
You should have
him driving away.
Because now all we're gonna get is like 20 movies of Bonnie being a child until she grows up.
Yeah, so it's gonna be Bonnie's story.
Bonnie's story. It was a good ending. They shouldn't have fucked with it.
That was it. Like, what was Toy Story 4? Oh, Woody likes Bo Peep now. Okay.
We've been new.
Like freaking, they lost in the. I can't even remember what the plot was anymore.
They lost Forky and had to find Forky. Yeah. He was Forky. A fucking plastic spork.
Jesus Christ, a plastic spork.
He was a spork with tinsel and googly eyes.
Excuse me. Why is he plastic? He's got to be recycled.
He would have
now.
Let's be honest. Bonnie would have cried about him for a week and then forgotten about him.
Exactly. Bonnie would have moved on just like that. And then we had a whole movie where like, oh, we found you anyway.
Let's get him back. He's part of the team now.
Crazy. Can't believe they did that.
I feel like Trolls has been doing really good. I wasn't a fan of the second one, but the third one really popped up.
Trolls 3.
Trolls 3 was really good. I love the soundtrack. But I also like boy groups, so like seeing NSYNC and all that sort of stuff was kind of fun.
NSYNC.
It's NSYNC.
It's NSYNC. But yeah.
I can't even think about what other movies. There's been a few that I feel like should get more popularity.
You know what I want? I want B-movie 2.
God damn it. You know what? If we say that enough, they might hear us. We want B-movie 2. We want B-movie 2. We want B-movie 2. B-movie 2.
Jerry
B-movie 2.
Seinfeld, you know what to do. Sign the contract and make B-movie 2. Mainly because I know exactly like at least a month after it comes out, they'll have YouTube videos going, reading the entire B-movie 2 script.
One of the boys in my class did that, I think. They read like the first one and first on YouTube. And I was like,
Jesus.
holy.
You
Why?
like you like jazz?
You know, like jazz. I keep seeing like Shrek 5, and I'm like, please, we don't need another one.
Oh,
Please, no.
you're.
The last two haven't been that great. I'm gonna say it.
They named Shrek for Shrek Forever After for a reason.
Yeah.
Forever After
Forever after
means forever.
means goodbye. I did like the
Goodbye.
Piss and Boots movie though. That was a good one that came out.
Yes, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish was awesome. I loved it. Um,
A lot better than the first one.
yep, 100%. Yeah, the story writing was better and it was more engaging.
I saw. This is probably one of the most cursed ships I've ever seen. It's called Deathbed. And
No,
it's Death, the wolf from Puss in
no.
Boots, and the sleepy grandma wolf from Shrek.
Bruh.
People are shipping them. When do they interact ever?
Never.
Never.
People just have a headcanon because they're
No.
both wolves.
It's horrible. It's horrible, I say.
Christ. These people these days. Hey, look, two wolves. What if we ship them?
Why don't you add Legoshi in the mix? Make it fucking polyamorous while you're at it.
Jesus Christ. They'll go, "Oh, why don't you agree with my bum ass ship?"
I will say, it's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
funny though. I could see it.
God damn it.
It's funny, okay?
Awaken the furry in everyone.
Exactly.
Get the B-stars, wouldn't you? But yeah.
I don't think there's many other movies I can think of at the moment. Oh, Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice movie. That was a good movie. That was a good movie. The second one, Beetlejuice.
Second. What did that come out in cinemas?
Yeah, I saw it at the theater last week, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's weird. Oh. It's weird to see a second one because I didn't think I'd ever see a second one.
Yeah.
But despite that, it was a pretty good movie.
Okay.
I feel like they've like slammed Jenna Ortega into everything. But she wasn't even the main character, which I think makes it okay. They still made Lydia the main character. I don't know her actor. I can't remember.
Did they pull it off well? Like
they pulled it off well. I think it didn't have all the charm of the original.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the humor, like back in the day, was just a lot funnier. And they tried to make Beetlejuice like still the misogynistic piece of shit he is, but didn't want to make too many snowflakes cry. That's how it feels, okay?
Yeah.
That's how it feels. Because if you made Beetlejuice with the same humor as Beetlejuice 1, everyone would hate it. Because people are little snowflake bitches and would cry.
Yep. That's
not remembering that he is an actual demon from the other world.
Yeah.
But you get a little bit more lore about him, which is weird. They added like a new character, aka his wife, quote unquote, question mark. So I don't know if I want to tell you in case you want to watch it.
It's alright, I don't mind. Just
pretty much. So you get to learn that Beetlejuice came from like plague times, like that sort of era. And he married a woman who was actually like a cult leader and just needed him for like a sacrifice to be immortal or whatever.
Okay.
And she gets chopped up and put in different boxes, and at the start of the movie, Danny DeVito comes in and knocks him over, and she puts herself back together. And she's like a soul sucker, and she sucks everyone's souls to like live forever on her quest to find Beetlejuice. To finish some ritual that she needs to do, but he remarries Lydia, so it's okay. I don't know. I don't know. Okay.
I want whatever he was smoking.
I want to know as well. But it also, okay, I love Tim Burton films. I feel like people might have said, "Oh wow, Jenna Ortega is really great," put her in everything you have. And he was like, oh, you know what? I actually had this plan for Beetlejuice. Let's do it. But they had pretty much all of the old cast. Besides the two ghosts, they've like moved on to the afterlife. And her dad, because apparently there's a big controversy about him.
No.
Apparently he was like, he got found with CP and shit like that. I only found that out today. So in the movie, the dad's like dead and he got his head bitten off by a shark and stuff like that. But you see him in the afterlife still running around.
Oh my god!
Like it's him, but it's not him, you know.
Right? Yeah.
It was weird. It felt like a fever dream.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good movie. It was weird.
Yes. Okay, is there anything else we have on our list?
No, I don't think I already closed the document, but if you wanna talk about something else, anything?
I think we've yapped. How long have we been yapping for?
Almost an hour and 15 minutes.
Jesus Christ, okay.
But I think I was recording for about 10 minutes before we even started, so
Should have recorded my my whole ad lib. Good day, governor.
I know, I think I started right after that.
Damn.
Devo.
That was a good intro. Anyway.
G'day, governor.
G'day. I think that's a good
hello, chap.
It's a good wrap for the episode.
It really is.
It really is.
It really is.
Yes. We never came up with an outro, did we?
No, it's just bye. Goodbye. We need like a little. We need like a fan name for the Yappin Time. Yappers. Goodbye, yappers.
Exactly. Later, yappers.
Later, yappers.
Later, yappers.
I need to edit this entire thing tomorrow.
You don't need to cut anything out. Just
yeah, no.
Yeah.
We're pretty chilling.
Pretty good. And like you said, if you do it tomorrow, we're still on schedule.
We
wink.
Wink wonk.
Wink wonk. Like nothing ever happened.
Nothing. But yeah, so that's the end of the episode. Bye, yappers.
Bye, yappers.
Bye, yappers.
See you next time, nerds.
See you fucking loser.
For free?
For free?
No way.